welcome to the Sunday News. I'm Belgrath97 here with
Second Class Elitist.
And this is LXG Headquarters, and we're bringing you this week's news.
Yeah.
Kind of what we do on Sundays.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Behind the camera, currently, we also have Ali Alcatraz.
Hello!
Who's waving.
She actually waved from behind the camera.
Who was filling in on camera duty for us as Token Gamer Chick. Was up at the morning at 5 a.m. and we're actually filming this a little bit later than normal, being midnight, and that was a long day. So.
We're actually filming this on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which very rarely happens, people.
Right. Which is good. Which means we're going to get done filming this on Sunday, and then I'm going to do editing on Sunday.
And get it posted on Sunday.
Then I'm going to render on Sunday, and then I'm going to upload it on Sunday. So I'm not going to go to sleep until dawn.
Okay.
Yay.
Hopefully it will still be Sunday when you get to Sunday.
Yeah, hopefully it'll still be Sunday.
This will still be a Sunday news. This might be a Sunday
evening
Sunday news.
But
I'm going to do what I can, folks.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right.
You know, Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday, stupid stuff.
Yeah, that.
All of that is true.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What do we got?
So, we're going to start off with some new stuff that's coming out that got us a little bit excited. We'll start with the Dark Age models.
Whew.
So, Mr. Sinal dropped that on Facebook basically today.
Yep.
Well, yesterday now, because it's Sunday now, so Saturday. The new models came out for primarily Isaac forces. We've got Captain Cora.
Yep.
Okay. Captain Cora controllers, which come in a pack of 3.
Yep.
The centipedes, which come in a pack of 2, and you have an objection with.
I do.
And the things that really got us the most excited, which was the strikes. And
I have such an objection with the strikes.
What's the objection with the strikes? You don't have enough, or you don't run Forsaken?
That I can't run them in Scarred. That's my objection with the strikes.
Okay, fair enough.
I had actually posted this on the Facebook page, and I need to say it again because it needs to be said all the time. Guys, even if you don't play Dark Age, follow this link, look at these pictures of the new models coming out, because this is what metal models should look like these days. These are some of the best, most detailed metal models I've ever seen for rank and file dudes.
You know, and I don't know that we talk about that enough, but Dark Age does a really good job of putting out all their newer stuff. Mm-hmm. Even if it's not necessarily your aesthetic, you have to look at it and go, that's a good model.
Yeah. There's a bunch of companies right now doing metal models and proving some of my arguments about metal models wrong.
Yeah.
Dark Age, definitely one of them. Mm-hmm. Pulp City, definitely another. Mm-hmm. Bad Roll Games, definitely another. There are some people out there that are making metal models that are thin, that are live, that have good definition, that don't look like
a long
crap.
computer.
Yeah, so
absolutely. No, so go look at these, even if you're not in Dark Age. Maybe you just want to buy this model and paint it, because there's some gorgeous stuff out there.
Absolutely. I also really liked the controllers.
Yes. I like the controllers too.
I think those are really good modern / near future riot police type models.
I got you. That would work. You could put them in a couple different different areas of gaming. And
like you could use them as guys in riot gear, and this is not a test. You could use them in Counterforce.
Sure.
You could use them in Mercs.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot of games. I mean, if you were wanting to run an army that was all in more modern looking gear, you could get, 500,000 of them.
If you want
to do like a guard style army.
Absolutely, sure.
I mean, they're really, really good pieces.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the centipedes. And your chief objection is?
I can count to 4, and I was able to stop counting when I got to 4. That's not a centipede. That's a quadrupede.
That's not even an insect.
Yep.
Again, I'm saying that the centipede is the worm thing inside the walker. Maybe that has
It's a centipede in a walker?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is it's something whose 100 legs weren't enough for locomotion. It needed 4 more.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, all right.
I got
next.
I got
next.
All right. Pardulon Miniatures. I did say that right? Pardulon.
Pardulon, I believe.
Pardulon. Okay.
I believe it is
French?
Spanish.
Pardulon. Maybe.
I think.
Okay.
I apologize because I don't remember where this is from.
Yes. But basically, this guy does really, really good, high-quality post-apocalyptic terrain.
Yeah. Oh my God! Such good stuff.
Absolutely.
So much stuff. If you're not a prefab guy and you like scratch building all your terrain, go to this link anyway.
Yeah.
Because you want to look at some of these buildings.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's all post-apoc stuff, so it can all be scratch built. if you're a scratch build kind of guy,
This is inspiration.
go check these links and put these pictures on your inspiration board because they're that good.
Yep.
If you don't like building them yourself, good God, this is a great way to get a table. And he's starting to also branch out into vehicles.
Yes.
I've actually been following him on Facebook for a while.
Okay.
He's been working on this vehicle, this new buggy,
The buggy.
for months.
Yes.
Months trying to get this thing to work.
Yes. Which had an interesting side effect.
Yeah. He couldn't get one to work, but somehow he could get two.
Yep.
So now you got two new options to choose from. Because it's a scratch-built resin cast roll cage.
Right, okay.
Well, there's certain shrinkage and warpage that occurs in casting resin
Gotcha.
that the master had to pre-account for.
So he had a few different options.
So he had to try over and over and over again to make it work.
And he ended up with two.
He also went through several different designs of roll cages
Okay.
with more and less realistic ones. Like he does a lot of study work for his pieces. So it's really good stuff. The new ones are 25 and 25 and a half euros.
Which you're looking about, we figure that's about $30.
It's like 28 and 30, yeah. But really, really good stuff.
You should
Definitely
take a
worth
look.
the time.
Click the link. Look at the pictures. If you do anything that's post-apoc, these things are awesome, and the 28mm scale, which is kind of cool. All right, Lord Huntley.
Lord Huntley.
He's got a little Christmas thing going. Of course, he's calling it Griffmas.
It's Griffmas. It's Father Griffmas.
It's Father Griffmas.
Do I have my Father Griffmas model out?
I don't know.
You keep talking. I'm going
to keep talking while he looks for Father Griffmas. So Father Griffmas is having his Father Griffmas sale, which is all of his big Gribblies are on sale. And we actually had a very unfortunate thought when we were looking at the picture of this, is we only have two of them.
Yeah, I don't have all of those yet.
We don't have all of those yet. So we need to have, that needs to happen.
This,
Father Griffmas.
I'm going to try to hold this perfectly straight. This is Father Griffmas. This was a limited edition model. I don't know if it's going to be available this year or not.
You're good.
I'm good. Wow. Okay. So this was Father Griffmas. This was the last year's specialty Christmas model. I don't know if he's doing one this year or not, but I had promised him I will have this painted up to do as the LXG special holiday model this year.
So you got a month.
So I've got a month. You will notice that one of the things that made this model most exciting for me is the fact that the face is modeled after Brian Blessed.
Is it?
Yes, it is Brian Blessed playing Santa Claus.
That's
which,
funny.
oddly enough, Lord Huntley did not know Brian Blessed had actually played Santa Claus. So I sent him footage of Brian Blessed dressed as Santa Claus in the snow, and he was like, I didn't even know that happened. But anyway, yes, this is Father Griffmas.
Yes. And so Father Griffmas has got discounts on his big Gribblies, which is really, really cool.
Yes.
And you should all own them. I don't even care if you have a reason to have them. They're gorgeous.
Oh.
Yes.
3 dragons.
3 dragons.
The giant.
Did you catch the number?
3 dragons?
3 dragons.
3 dragons.
There's actually a limited edition sculpt of the prototype dragon for the upcoming Trouble in the North. Did I get that right?
Troubles in the North.
Troubles in the North, which is going to be the expansion to Arcworld. And this is basically a limited edition prototype that he did up that he's going to have available for Griffmas while supplies last. And if you're like me and a collector, Lord Huntley is going to pick my wallet again.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
He's good at that.
He is.
Little side note that
Side
Token Gamer Chick will finally be happy about.
Yes.
One of the 3 factions that are going to be in Troubles in the North
Yes.
are the one that she got in the last Kickstarter and didn't make it in the book.
Oh, the gremlins? Or not the gremlins.
No, the Hobgoblins.
The Hobgoblins.
Yeah.
So there's no rules for them.
No, there haven't been rules for them yet.
Yeah.
The fully painted faction that we've had sitting in the cabinet for 2 years.
For our faction rules.
Yeah. Finally be able to play that one.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
That will be nice. So yes.
Father Griffmas.
Father Christmas.
Griffmas.
Griffmas. What did I not say that?
Say Christmas.
Did I say Christmas? It's Griffmas.
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 With a Griffin.
My lisp got the best of me. I'm sorry.
Yep. With a Griffin.
With a Griffling.
Yep.
That's very cool. That's a really cool model. Okay.
Yeah, he just does such a great job.
Yes.
So much character.
I love all of his models because of that. That just looks so unique.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, some other new news for some of the games that we play.
As opposed to old news.
As opposed to, well, this is news about new things.
Okay.
Put it that way.
New thing news.
New thing news. Yes.
Or as most people will call it, news.
Shh. Hush. really.
What?
Nothing. Warzone Resurrection. Protoss Games dropped that, officially announced that there will be a 2.0.
Yep.
Which will drop roughly 30 days or early enough to be used in the Las Vegas Open.
Yep.
So this will make 2 years in a row, new rules dropping right before the tournament season.
Well, this year I think it's going to be dropped a little bit earlier than last year. I really expect we'll see these before Christmas.
All right, but that's, I mean, I'm going to say good for me because that means I get a whole new set of rules to learn at the same pace at the same time as everyone else.
Right.
So I'm not as far behind the 8-ball anymore for my LVO list. But it's going to be, like, I like Warzone Resurrection before I say any of this. Keep that in mind. I am going to point out, though, this is 5 rules revisions since release.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fast. All right? We're talking 5 rules revisions, 3 years?
Which is the exact same number that Dark Age have done?
No, Dark Age has only done 3. Revisions to their core rule set, 3. 2013, 2014, 2015.
Okay.
Maybe 1 in 2016, but that would be 4 in 4 years.
2013, 2014, 2015.
Yes. The
Okay.
rules came out in 2013.
Yeah.
Were revised in 2014.
Okay.
Revised again in 2015.
So you're trying to tell me that the
3 and 3.
FAQ errata and revision has only come out twice in the last 2 years?
As far as I know.
I believe you are wrong, sir.
I'm almost positive that they've been revised only after the MTI finals. In the last 2 years.
Okay. We'll double check.
Yeah, we'll double check that. I could be wrong. I'm not going to lie, but...
Because I remember the big thing that was your rah-rah point for the game originally was that it was a rule set that was being revised twice a year. Once before the tournament
Once a
cycle and
year.
once after it. No. Go back.
I will have to go back.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Go back and read your original Dark Age stuff.
Maybe it was
You were
supposed to
so
be 2.
hyped about the game because its owners were on top of it and revising it twice a year.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Yep.
Okay, fair
Now, I'm
enough.
not saying they still have.
Right,
But
that
I'm
would have
saying-
been that original point, which is where you're getting your math from.
Right.
Gotcha.
I'm saying that you can't be excited that this is revising twice a year, and then, well, I don't know, this thing's revising 6 times in 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess until I see 2.0, I won't.
Right.
I'll hold off final judgment as to how big of a change everything is. But some of the changes to that Dark Age has made are a little bit more minor than some of the changes that have been made in Warzone.
Fair.
But caveat to that, Warzone has been around a lot less time, so
I'll also counter that when you know you are making sweeping changes that are going to have a massive effect on the landscape of the game, you don't make them all at the same time because you need to see how they play out independently.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. There were things that we wanted to do with the first
Set of rule sets that didn't
with
have
the
to
first
third.
revision that we looked at it and went, we can't do this and this and hope to balance it until we know how this balances out on its own.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
Again, I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing. I'm unsure. Put it that way.
fair enough. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. But, for those of you who don't know that news, that's important news if you're a Warzone player. So there you go.
Or if you want to be a Warzone player.
Yes. Or if you're planning to go to the LVO, make sure you know the new rules.
Yep.
All right, so that's really it for the new things news. The next news is about our campaigns.
Yay!
Yay! I can't play Dark Age, apparently, at all. Apparently Dark Age is upset that I took a 2-year hiatus and has decided to own me.
Well, you are not last. And that is only because... Oh, wait, no.
No,
you don't
I
have
am
as many
last.
points.
I don't have any happy points.
You are tied for last.
I am tied for
I
last.
thought you had a
Me
painted
and
model.
BK3.
For a minute, I thought you had a painted model. I should have known better.
You should have known
Yeah.
better. I have a painted model for This Is Not a Test.
Yeah.
See?
I'm not sure that was good strategy.
No.
As that campaign doesn't give you points for painted models.
It was the model I had in front of me to paint when I wanted to paint. And you don't waste those inspirational moments when you're me.
Yeah.
So I should have in fact just stuck a different one in your hands that was the Dark Age model.
I don't think I had any Dark Age models here to
okay.
paint at the time I wanted to paint is really the issue.
But yeah, so you and
BK3 are both tied.
are tied for 3 loses straight.
Yes.
And then we have splitting middle is Odin
Yes.
with a win and 2 losses.
Uh-huh.
So 5 points.
He's only got to win because he played, he played BK3.
Yeah.
And BK3 got, annihilated.
Somebody had to not lose.
Somebody had to not lose 3 games. Yeah. Pretty much.
That was our
Somebody's not coming in last place.
That was our Eagles Lions Thanksgiving game.
One of them's coming out with a win somewhere. Well, I guess a draw was possible. Then we have you, the other guy, and Merrick, all at 7.
And Allie.
Oh, and Allie. I apologize. And Allie. Which, if you're keeping track at home, of 8 players, we've named 7. So, Token Game Ender Chick is in first place.
The only one who's undefeated still.
Yep.
Only one going for the undefeated season.
And it's interesting that for the week 3 she finally actually brought up Jagiri to her fire Jagiri list.
Yeah. Until then it was just the Flame Elemental clan.
Yeah, it was Flame Elementals and Emberlings, and deal with it.
Yep.
And slaves, because slaves.
Yeah.
But no, good for her. She's doing well. Her fire elemental got a hero level. We're all kind of terrified with what she's going to choose, because it really I think it needed the boat, but the bonus it wasn't doing well.
He's definitely underpowered. I mean, and that is the reason why she is only undefeated.
Yes.
She would be undefeated plus if he actually could bring to the table what he's supposed to.
Yes, I mean I will give I will say this though, I think because Allie, you did not beat the fire elemental. You did not kill the fire elemental.
No,
correct?
I didn't actually kill. Well, I guess I technically killed slaves. I didn't kill anything that was more than 25 points.
Fair enough.
I was actually extremely close to killing. Jeez, I still can't pronounce his name. Rothzi. I was extremely close to killing Rothzi. Like literally one more failed roll on her part, and I'd have had him.
Yep. So,
which, by the way, could have turned that entire game. It was a game that didn't look close with the final score, but it was actually really close.
Yep. So that sucker doesn't die. Is basically what I'm getting at.
Yeah. No.
So it didn't really.
I came nowhere near killing the fire elemental.
That thing is a beast of a tank, and it's really, really hard to get off the table.
I'll take him out.
It has come off the table once, I think.
Nope.
No?
Yeah. It has come off the table when she put him back into the cabinet.
Oh, shush you.
I thought one person.
Didn't I kill it, Token? That was it. I killed it, but it was the only thing on her team I killed. As she murder-faced everything else on my team.
You tabled me. I beat you in points.
That's right, I did table you.
Yeah.
Alright, so I did kill it, but she beat me in points because,
because she actually played the game.
Because she actually played the game. She got lucky. She pulled all things she could achieve, and I pulled no things I could achieve.
Her luck has held fairly steady as far as I can see. I mean, the luck portion of it.
Yes. But, so, there's a quick update. Oh, and we've actually started playing games of This Is Not a Test.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay!
This is not an empty board.
This is not an empty board, yes. Games have been played. We have 4 factions so far that have been officially... Because I haven't come up with a name for mine yet. I mean, I'm playing Caravanners, but I haven't figured out what the heck I'm calling them as far as my gang name.
You should read the backstory. There's some good stuff in there.
There is. I have read through the backstory. I just haven't decided what I want to do yet.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, so I'm going to figure that out. But so there will actually be at least 5 factions.
But, oh, good lord. Allie's Stormbringers.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
A tribal... Yeah, that's the sniper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 50 cal sniper, that's all I'm saying.
So much damage.
Yeah.
So
Sucker doesn't have to move, because it just kills you.
It actually didn't.
See?
My sniper actually didn't move. No, it moved like the last round.
Yeah, do you know why it moved? Because my faction failed a morale test straight across the board, so everyone backed up 5 inches and nothing was in range.
So she had to move.
And like round
If
7.
one person had passed, she never would have moved the whole game.
Yeah. And that was like round 7. She didn't move for 7 rounds. She just went plink, 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 plink.
Yup.
She by pure luck had a good vantage point and never had to move.
Yeah, well, that's pure luck or good planning. One or the other.
More like good luck in availability of a good vantage point
So it was a good
and
vantage
the
point for you to
wherewithal
put
to
it.
take advantage of it.
Well, there you go. Awesome. So, games are being played. We're having fun.
Yes. Great game system.
Yes.
Really
yes.
is.
We really love that this is not a test game system. It's narrative gameplay at the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. If you remember when we used to rave about Spine Spur because it was narrative gameplay, we rave about This Is Not a Test for very similar reasons.
Yep.
Oh, and if you've ever played Mordheim and you were like a good Mordheim player and you liked all that stuff, go play this as not a test because it's Mordheim on drugs.
It's amazing.
Yep.
So much fun.
All right, so Kickstarter news.
Yay, Kickstarters.
Kickstarters. All right, Kensei Miniatures. All right, I'm going to do it for the people who don't know at home. Mm-hmm. Yes, they make Oriental miniatures.
Right.
I had to ask this question, and the answer was you didn't get it by Kensei, and I'm like, I wanted to make sure. So there you go. Yeah. But they're going to do, and there's probably going to be a squee when I say this, Undead Miniatures. Woo! See, there you go. They have 7 new plastic kits coming out, box kits. Yeah. And they're gorgeous, and you need to go look at these things because they're gorgeous, and they're undead, and they're samurais and orientals, and it's fun.
And even if you aren't interested in the Kensei Miniatures war game,
yeah,
using these models as alternates for Malifaux.
Malifaux. Do the following names sound familiar? Ashigaru, Onryo.
Yeah, like
they have those
straight up there. Yeah. Also, if you are playing, the word coming to mind is Warpath, and it's the wrong name.
Wrath of Kings.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're playing Wrath of Kings, you can drop these in as an undead faction.
Yep.
You've got a lot of different options here.
Kings of War.
Kings of War. Actually, Kings of War was where I was going to go.
I think Wrath of Kings.
Wrath of Kings, you can do it too.
Yeah, but Kings of War, I think is what.
Kings of War, you need more models, so that's why
these are alternate sculpts.
Yeah,
no, absolutely.
If you wanted a different themed undead force for Kings, this is a good way to go.
Absolutely. It is 100% funded as of right now, and we have 22 days still to go. Yep. So we're already into stretch goals, folks. So this is
just getting the free stuff.
Yeah, just free stuff. And I actually, when you look at these, you'll be. I won't be surprised if some people are just like, "Oh, these are gorgeous. I have to have them." Yes, they are.
Oh, the undead samurai on foot.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Beautiful kit.
Yes.
Beautiful kit.
Like he was scrolling through it, and I'm going, I want that. Like I want.
I also thought those would make interesting Mishima themed Undead Legionnaires.
I was gonna say, yeah, they would work, wouldn't they? Yeah. Okay. So you throw them in with your Undead Legionnaires as raised Mishima. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. So go take a look. Kensei Miniatures, 22 days, free stuff because at this point it's already funded.
Yep.
There you go. All right, DragonForge.
DragonForge.
They do bases.
Yes.
In case you didn't know, bases. They have a really cool new base system that they're currently only exists in 25 that they're doing Kickstarter to expand it to 30 millimeter.
30,
with the
40s, 50s.
Yeah, with the beveled edges. Yeah. And it's goth tech. And one of the things that we liked about this, and you mentioned it when we were going through it, and I agree, works really good for Malifaux.
Yeah.
Because it's the right level of tech for Malifaux without being overly tech.
Right.
And that's really where it fits.
Goth tech is a nice,
light,
fairly clean steampunk look.
Yes. So, which is where I think Malifaux kind of fits.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I need to give Jeff Wilhelm an apology because when he was getting ready to do this, he's like, I'm going to launch on Black Friday. I said, you do not want to do that because there's no way you're going to fund if you launch on Black Friday. And he said, I'm going to make it a very low goal. I've got enough feedback from my repeat customers that I'll be able to make it hit. And I was like, you're not going to hit if you launch on Black Friday. Kickstarters launching on Black Friday, historically 12% success rate. And boom.
Nailed it out the gate.
Yep. He's good.
Good job. Game Head knew what he was talking about.
Yep. He did his research.
And more people should.
Yeah.
I mean, your advice wasn't necessarily bad. It was just he knew more information than you did.
Yep.
He knew what his Kickstarter was going to do. You knew what Kickstarters in general.
I've also seen some things that aren't up for that yet.
Okay.
That are going to be coming.
Like stretch goals and stuff, you mean? Or,
yeah. Okay. So some add-ons.
Okay.
He's got a nice wall set that he's going to be doing.
Okay. And before we go on, I want to make sure we mention that the 25mm stuff is available through the Kickstarter at a reduced price.
Yes.
So
yeah, you can buy
that it's based on.
Yeah, you can buy the whole goth tech stuff. So if you're looking for 25s, you can get those. If you're looking for 32s, you can get those. If you're looking for 30s, 40s, lipped or otherwise, for the 40s, you can get those. New 50s. Yep. 60s, 80s, 120s, the ellipticals.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he'd gone to the...
yeah. He's got the big stuff.
Awesome.
His elliptical one is beautiful. I want to get one just for a diorama because it's this like flat plane elliptical that has like the stonework in it.
Okay.
And then it has like raised, jagged partitions where the ground broke, but you can see the machinery coming up.
Okay.
Like it's some.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. He does a really good job with them.
No, looking at them, they're really nice. They're very, very nice.
I've already purchased 2 sets of his before.
Mm-hmm.
Allie has absconded with one of them to do all of her Forsaken models for Dark Age.
Okay.
I mean, they're really good stuff.
Yeah.
And $50, you get a decent amount of bases, and you get the whatever stretch freebies are added in, you get for free. So
it's worth looking at, because better bases make better models.
Yeah, it's worth dropping half a bill on it.
Absolutely. All right, Metamorphosis Alpha.
Yes.
It's a new Kickstarter that's coming out from Effing Miniatures.
Effing Cool Miniatures.
Effing Cool Miniatures. Sorry. It is a RPG.
Yep.
But it's going to have miniatures, which is why we're talking about it, and it's made from a miniatures company. And they have, as of filming, they had 27 days to go, and they were just over halfway funded.
Yeah, they're doing solid.
Yeah, they're doing really, really well. The rule set for the RPG is being done by James Ward.
Not the rule set, but some of the backstory.
Okay.
As well as the adventure and there's an adventure that's coming out, and also a monster manual type thing called the Denizen something or other.
And he's doing that.
Okay. So,
there's some really cool miniatures in there. There is plants, mutant plants. I love mutant plants. There's a giant toad,
and by giant we mean it just fills the base.
Yeah, it's a full base toad, and like I don't know, there's something weird about our club, but we all fall in love with the toads, like in general.
Weird stuff, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the weird stuff. But there was like. There's an anthropomorphic group that we literally went, well, that one's going to Allie, and that one's going to go to Token Gamer Chick, and that one's going to go to Merrick.
Yep.
And there's some really cool stuff in there. And I was actually really excited to look at the miniatures.
Yeah.
And there were 4 groups, if I remember?
Yes.
I forgot to write that down.
The mutant, the
plants
mutants,
and the toad.
the plants and the toad,
the
anthros, the robots, and the humans. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, and the robots were really cool. We were looking at the robots and we go, I can find a use for that. I can find a use for that. I mean,
it's good
stuff. Some really cool models, and when you look at the
creative,
sculpts,
original stuff.
Yeah,
so.
that's it. That's the other thing. They're not retreads.
Yeah.
So granted, it's not something it's not a miniatures game per se, but they have some really cool miniatures in it, and I think everyone should go take a look.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, our last Kickstarter piece of news comes from Robin Fitton. Yep. He's doing a. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Robin Fitton is primarily known in the 15 mil market.
Yep. One of the designers for Grunts.
For Grunts, okay, so that gives you an idea. He's putting out a airship combat game. We're not quite sure on the scale, but we think it's probably going to be 10,
I think it's 6
somewhere in that range. And it's called Imperial Skies. It literally is launched with 7 factions available as with the starter fleets for.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. Robin's been taking a lot of time. He's designed up his rules. He's spent a lot of effort on it. This is going to be a really solid game.
Yeah.
The mechanics are going to be well reinforced. So this is going to be a fun one.
Yep. And described as part naval, part dogfighting, and part sci-fi space battles.
Yeah.
The word is dirigibles.
Dirigibles!
Dirigibles!
I like that.
He also has these really neat arced movement trackers.
Yep.
Because, these things don't simply pivot as they fly.
I mean, which looks vaguely reminiscent of things we've seen before in like Star Wars and Armada, where your movement is defined by you choose choices as to how you move, and but you don't get to do, like she said, 90-degree turns, because that's not what these type of things would do.
Exactly.
But it looks really cool. If it plays at the 6 mil scale, it's not going to be a very large space that you need to play it. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes with this.
Yeah, and the ships look gorgeous.
I agree.
All the ones that I've seen, a lot of unique. The different factions look like different factions.
Yeah.
Even though they're all basically airship versions of World War I Warcraft.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and the factions reflect those.
Yeah.
That era. But like I said, launching with 7 factions and having everything already clearly defined.
That ain't a board game.
No, that's not a board game. All right. Miniature market.
Yay. Another sale.
Yes, it's another sale. It is 30 to 90% off at the entire store, if I remember.
Not the entire store.
Okay.
They've got, limited pieces, but there's a lot of everything in there. I kind of went through it earlier today, so.
Yeah. So definitely worth a look. Go through it. It is through Monday, so we get this up on Sunday. You'll still have another day to use it.
Yeah.
Also, in the still going through Monday sale, battle foam. Because protecting your miniatures for transport is a good idea, people.
Yep.
Everything in his store is between 15 and 60% off.
Awesome.
So keep in mind, I played around on that site a little bit, and it was confusing to me until I realized that the discount does not come off until you go to the cart. So the prices on the website are still listed as the normal pricing, but when you go into the cart, whatever the discount is for that item will get taken off at that point.
Interesting.
Just putting that out there because, like I said, I played with it for a while before I realized, I'm like, how come these prices don't look like they're any different than they normally are? And then I figured
Because they weren't.
Because they weren't, right. All right. And then we have some event news to talk about, guys. Some
Yay.
big events.
Tournaments.
Some tournaments. Cons and stuff like that.
Con season is starting.
Absolutely. And for those of you on the East Coast, in the Northeast region, probably already know TempleCon moved to September, so they're no longer early season, which means the other con that generally happened in the beginning of the season is going to get some more publicity.
A lot of love.
And so we're going to talk about that one first. It's called CaptainCon.
Yep.
It is February 5th through 7th. Which,
so painful.
Yes. All right, so, St. Class Leaders got very excited. We were going to go up to CaptainCon.
Because we were going to roll up squad
We were going to go squad deep, and we were planning the events, and there's actually a lot of stuff that they're doing that we play every day that they're there. And then he threw the dates at me, and I went, wait a second, isn't that the same weekend as LVO? He goes, no, LVO's the end of the month.
No, because nobody would be dumb enough to have the two East Coast and West Coast season-starting events
on the same weekend. And I'm like, I think it is. And so we went on the calendar, and yes, it is. So at least 2 of our squad will be in Las Vegas. And we're still probably going, the LXG is probably going to still make an appearance at CaptainCon, but it won't be with everybody.
Yeah, but now we're going to have split deployment.
Yes.
And the problem is on top of that,
it's
Friday
Super Bowl
night.
Oh, it's also Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, Friday night, you have the Pulp City tournament at the exact same time slot
as the Warzone
tournament. So even if we were going squad deep, we were going to have split deployment.
Yep.
Now we're going to have split deployment.
Yes. I'm just saying I'm probably making out better in this deal. I'm going to be in Vegas.
Right.
You're going to be in Warwick or Rhode Island. But it's definitely cool.
I got a lot of peeps up in New England now that I don't get to see. So.
You will have fun.
Yeah.
I will be in Vegas. That's all I'm saying. Okay. It's Vegas. Not that I think that I honestly, if I wasn't going to the LVO, I'd be going to this. I'm not trying to diss this in any way.
Right.
So CaptainCon's the 5th through the 7th, Warwick, Rhode Island, and the event lineup is actually pretty good. I mean, I'm actually somewhat upset that I'm not getting to go to this because there's things here I want to go play that I can't. So on Friday, there's Infinity, Pulp City, Warzone Resurrection, Warma Hordes, and Malifaux.
I just want to point out on the Warzone Resurrection one, if you are interested in playing Warzone Resurrection, add CaptainCon. That is only going to be a 12-seat tournament.
Oh, I did not know that.
So if you want in on some Warzone action, then you best get to stepping on that fast.
Because tickets are available now.
Yeah.
So, yes. And on Friday, it's a shame because on Friday, we would have, if they weren't at the same time, we would have played Pulp and Warzone.
I told, even if it meant I needed to, run cross campus to get from one to the next one,
get over there.
I don't care. I
would have done it. Yep. Saturday, we've got a Warma Hordes, a Drop Zone Commander, Infinity. There's Star Wars. Why is my brain?
Age of Sigmar?
Age of Sigmar, but that's not the one I'm looking at. I can't think of what that abbreviation stands for because it's driving me.
Flames
of War. Oh my God. Flames of War. And another Malifaux tournament, and they're doing a Dark Age March to Immortality.
Yep.
Which is going to be at the 500 point level.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to have Flames of War because it hits the other two, but I might drop it on the drop zone and then bounce over to the March to Immortality.
Yeah, and it's somewhat of a shame, but would have been nice to have
Right?
Merrick go back up to open up the season and win another drop zone tournament.
Right.
But he's instead going to be in Vegas winning a drop zone tournament.
Right.
Right, Merrick?
I'm just saying, if they'd even done it a weekend later,
right, we could have done both.
We would have rolled squad deep.
Yeah, we could have done both. On Sunday, they're doing Warhammer Hordes and Infinity Team Tournament, which is kind of cool. They're doing Star Wars Armada. They're doing a Wrath of Kings and Malva.
Yep.
So, a lot of good coverage. You've got Coleman not being represented, Malifaux obviously being represented, but it's also cool to see some of the more esoteric games that we play, Pulp City, Warzone, Drop Zone Commander, getting some love there as well.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So
and Dark Age. I mean, just
Dark Age
getting some more love.
Dark Age needs more love because that game is designed for the tournament scene.
Yeah. Great game.
Yes. So to give equal pub to the West Coast season opener, don't forget the LVO is also on 5th through the 7th. Go figure, it's the same weekend. Ticket prices. I apologize. CaptainCon's ticket prices. You can get a Captain package, which gets you a 3-day pass plus other swag, including perks for people to play you and pick up games for prizes. Right. So they do things to actually make it easier for you to get games by playing this, which I thought was a really cool perk. That's the high end at the $90 value. A 3-day pass is $45. A 1-day pass is $30. These prices will increase the closer and closer you get to the con. So if you're thinking about going to the season opener on the East Coast, jump in now or else you're going to pay more money. Okay. The LVO, same weekend. It's $25 to get in, and you pay for each event separately. We believe CaptainCon you do not pay for the event. We could not find any event point prices listed.
I don't think so.
I'll
double check.
We could be wrong, but we don't think you pay for the actual events. Like you get your pass for the con, you can play in whatever's there. But if we're wrong, we apologize now. And then there is one other major event that dropped their open, that you can buy tickets for, and this is a big deal. Adepticon has launched its website that you can purchase tickets and register for events. And we went through the list, and there's already events sold out, so don't wait any longer if you want to go to Adepticon. Yep. We want to go to Adepticon. We're going to try to see if we can make that happen for us.
It's a scheduling issue. But
it is a scheduling issue.
Try to work with it.
It starts the 30th of March.
Yep.
It's a 4-day con, so it starts Thursday through Sunday, so that means it'll go to the 2nd of April, because March is 31 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There are a lot of different tournaments going on there, a lot of different events with different companies, like, for example, a Dark Age build-in play. I'm just excited to see a Dark Age build-in play. Like, what does that entail? Like, I don't know what they'd be doing, which is kind of cool. They've got painting seminars, like most things, but if we do go, expect that we will drop in on a lot of the Dark Age stuff, because there's a great venue, and there were a lot of Dark Age events, and we'd want to see those be successful and happen.
Absolutely.
There is also going to be Drop Zone Commander tournaments, Malifaux tournaments, and Bolt Action is highly represented.
Yep. It's actually Bolt Action Nationals.
Yeah, Bolt Action Nationals. Like, they're gonna be there. And Warlord Games doesn't have a single Gates of Antares event.
Nope.
We were actually very surprised by that, because it's not even a demo event.
I really expected that when this dropped open, you were going to see a exhibition tournament.
Or a beginner's tournament, like where it's designed to teach you the game. I'm surprised. Now, if this is anything like Gen Con has events show up on the calendar months after their original open date. So it doesn't mean it can't happen, but I was just surprised. Like, they dumped a lot of time and effort in getting to Gates of Antares, and they put a lot of resources into it. We got the starter kit, and that's a plastic kit that's not cheap. I mean, plastic molds are expensive as heck.
And then the army boxes came out.
Right.
And those are ridiculously cheap.
Right. Like, they have put a lot of resources into getting this thing off the ground. And granted, none of us have actually played Bolt Action, but we're fairly confident that the rule systems are very similar mechanics. And so we thought you'd see some trying to tie that together. And I'm very surprised to not see it. like I said, not even those scheduled demos that companies
Right.
do in these type of cons. Again, doesn't mean it won't be coming, but could it? And actually, this just occurred to me right now. Could it be a resource thing? All the bolt action things that they're doing, maybe they don't have the manpower to do the gates inventories too.
Maybe. The other thing I was also wondering was they maybe wanted to hedge their bets a little bit, not knowing how strong Gates was going to come out of the gate, because the last thing you'd want to do with a new game starting out is book a 36-seat tournament, have 8 people show up. Now everyone thinks nobody plays the game.
Right, but again, I don't blame them. Again, not having a Gates inventory tournament, I'm not even...
Right.
Like, I can live with that, but there's not even, like, a learn the game event. That's what surprises me. Like, I mean, there are, like, there's a Dark Age beginners tournament, which is designed to teach you the game,
Right.
where they provide the armies. Like, Gates event cards could have done that. Maybe, I mean, or theoretically could have done that.
Right.
We don't know what prevented it. Maybe they weren't sure they would hit launch in time when they had to put their events in.
Right.
Who knows?
It could have been.
But we were actually just both very disappointed in that it's not there, because we both have played the game a little bit. We like it a lot, and we want to see it work.
And that was going to be one of the things, was I really wanted to hit that Adepticon trifecta.
Right.
For me, would have been Dark Age, Malifaux, and Gates of Antares.
Absolutely.
Because then I could have gotten, sci-fi skirmish, sci-fi squad,
Right.
and quasi almost fantasy skirmish.
Yeah.
So.
We didn't mention, but Flames of War will also be at Adepticon.
Yes.
Yes.
I seem to have trouble with Flames of War time slots.
Yes.
Like every
time you want to do a Flames of War, there's something else you want to do more.
Yeah.
Yep. No, absolutely.
And it's not even Flames of War. I really like playing Flames of War. I've got an early and late war German forces that don't even overlap any models.
Yeah.
But there's just...
when
there's only so many hours in a con. When you play 12 games...
I was going to say, when you play
something's
12
gonna drop.
games, something's not getting covered.
Yeah.
And Adepticon would be the type of con where we would have to make those type of decisions, because not a lot of our games are covered in those type of places. Do we know if anyone else is going to be there? Like, this is not a test or anything like that?
I don't know that...
Maybe not with events or anything, but any...
I don't know that World's End Publishing is going to be there.
Yeah.
I believe that at Adepticon, I think that Big Jim is going to be there.
Okay.
I believe that some of the Doom Troopers are going to be there.
Okay. They may not want to talk to me, though, because that'll be after LVO, and I've beaten them.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be the problem.
That'll be the problem, absolutely.
Jill from Bitches with Brushes will be there.
Oh, really? That's
She's
cool.
doing some of the painting classes.
Awesome, okay.
So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of representation, especially like small market representation.
Keith Patrick going to be there? Or Patrick Keith, excuse me?
I have not had it confirmed. I know that was his intention.
Okay. He was at last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Okay. But guys, that's actually the news.
Yep.
Yeah. So, if you're coming to one of those cons that we mentioned we're going to be at, let us know. We'd love to spend some time with you. Maybe play some games. That'd be kind of fun. If you're going to, take advantage of some of those sales, make sure you jump on them, because other than Griffmas, they end on Monday.
Yeah.
Griffmas is through the holiday season.
It's through the end of the year.
End of the year.
31st.
Okay, so the 31st, okay. So great Kickstarters. Don't forget to get in on those. Look at them, even if it's not something normally in your interest range. Take a look. Maybe there's something in there that goes, oh, I need to own that.
Yep.
And if you're like me, I need to own that thing when you don't know about it, and it's after the fact you find out about it, you just kick yourself a lot. But yeah. All right. There's some new stuff coming for Dark Age, Pardulon. Go take a look.
Yep.
It's fun stuff.
So we also do have a bit of a show and tell, and by a bit I mean a lot. Because as we've been discussing, this is not a test lot recently. One of the hazards in the game is creatures, which are basically consider them to be roving terrain that tries to eat you.
Roving terrain that tries to eat you is fun.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different types, and they have different cards. And so Allie and I today went nuts on our painting day, and just went through some of our bits boxes and bones boxes, and came up with about half of them. So got some stuff to show you guys. So, oh my God, this is all of our stuffs.
They have stuff
So
and things.
You want to focus on one level at a time so I can get it even closer?
yeah, well, let's start with the top.
Alright.
We have a waste wolf here. There will be more of those coming. We have bears because bears. This is called a landstrider, which is basically a mutated giant turtle. That's the small version, folks. Wild mutants, trogs, which are somewhat de-evolved humans. And then if we hit the bottom shelf, we have...
What's the pink thing?
Oh, the pink thing that was up top? That is a greater Nashworm.
Ah, okay.
It ganashes things.
It ganashes things?
It's a ganache worm.
Ganache.
Yes.
Okay.
So, back again to the bottom.
Sorry.
We have mudwalkers, which are mutated, evolved catfish that are now bipedal.
Bipedal mutated catfish.
Toxic...
You're a weird person.
Right?
I'm
Isn't
just
it?
saying.
Toxic jellies, which if somebody puts a post on the bottom saying, "Oh my God, how did you build those?" I will put up a quick tutorial. It's not as tricky as it looks. They're a lot of fun to do. Bunches of spiders. A lot of these are bones models. Giant, massive ticks. Fire ants. A mountain cat, which we needed 2 of, but we didn't have a second one, so we went with a honey badger because honey badger don't care. And then a plague walker, which nobody wants to get near because it just makes everything around it die. So these are a lot of the wandering things. You're going to see them in our battle reports for... This is not a test. Generally, you're only going to see one type of thing in a game, and you're only going to see it 1/4 of the games.
Yeah.
But hopefully that die will go badly for us a lot, so that we'll get to use a lot of these.
That'll be kind of cool.
That's more than half of the entries. We still got a few more to hammer out, but yeah, definitely a lot of models painted up all in one day. So
that's a lot of points, guys.
That was a lot of points. We were somewhat, over 30 some points?
Something like that.
30 points in a day? Not bad.
30 points in a day. Not bad, not bad.
Which, by the way, these numbers are all getting added to our post-Octopolis numbers. So here's your post-Octopolis grand finale.
Yeah, you thought we had a grand finale for the post-Octopolis. We're going to have to put this up as a grand finale after our grand finale.
Grand finale?
This is our encore presentation.
Yes, the encore.
So
you got called back out on the stage.
Yep.
And brought it all.
And brought all the beasties. So, on behalf of Token Gamer Chick and Ali Alcatraz and Belgrath and people that aren't here today and didn't paint models, this is the Second Class Elitist.
I'm Belgrath97.
Please like, subscribe, share, show people all of our wonderful toys. Make sure you show up and sign up for the events.
Absolutely.
Because the more people get into these events, the better the events can be.
Yep.
And we will see you guys on the other side of the table.
Absolutely. Till next time, guys.
He is calling out for souls.